welcome to My Life on Paper. I am Brianna. Welcome to Sketch Sunday. And the Sketch Sunday crew are now creating their own sketches. This one is by Carina. She's on Instagram, CBSCINA, and I will have that linked below. Carina is going through some hard times right now, so I'm holding her close to my heart and thinking about her while I use her sketch. So this sketch has fabulous hexagons, and for the last two videos I've been using my scrapbook generation kit or papers that have to do with music. So I have these out again, and I'm using a Vicky Boutin background, which I'm very excited about. I saw this layout and I just thought, ooh, it needs some mixed media. I ran out of time, and I just think this works so well, and Vicky just does a better job with mixed media than I do, so I love it. So right now I've already cut these out. They came on like a card apart sheet. I've cut out all the hexagons, and I'm just kind of trying to do that diagonal design that Carina has on her sketch. I do have these three placeholders for my photos. They are 3x4. I had them printed. They were sitting at Walgreens, and I honestly thought maybe I would just put them in the close-up pictures or whatever. But when it comes down to it on the end, in order to do some placements, because there's some overlapping, so including the title, I did go pick up the pictures, and you will see them towards the end of the video. But I just wanted to show you how I kind of do a rough putting the hexagons together, and then I do struggle a little bit just trying to figure out the best use of my hexagons. So I'm going to take the ones that, except for this one, I'm going to take the ones like that are pictured and kind of, if they have like a picture on them, and then I'll put those kind of towards the outside. You can see that. That one with the piano keys just does end up being overlapped, and that's okay. It wasn't super important to be showing, so that's okay. As you saw, I did trim at least one of them in half, so I could use it as a tucking point, like to go under, kind of between the photos. So that worked well. Where did I use the rest of it? Underneath the photo, maybe? I'll have to see once I move my hand. It is cold again. It is Wisconsin here, and in April we have, one day it could be 30, the next day it's 50, it could be 70, and we're kind of back down to the 30s, so back on the flannel goes. But I will use my ATG just to get these all glued down, and then kind of the nice, well, I don't know, the nice thing, the helpful thing is that I'll get these placed, and the left side doesn't have to match up with the right side because of these lovely photos overlapping. And I think you'll be able to see that in a bit. So yeah, I've got that half a hexagon right there, and then the other half is under the left photo on the bottom. This collection by Scrapbook Generation not only has pattern papers, but it's got a lot of cut apart. So the hexagons here, which I have about 2.5 left when I'm all done with this page. There was like kind of banner type cut apart, hearts, tags. It's really super fun, and I just love the colors because you can keep it like this with just the beiges and the grays and the blacks and the whites, or you can add in another color if you like. I could have easily, I had my hexagon punch out ready to go in case I needed more hexagons, but I did not need more hexagons. Make sure you check that playlist down below. It will show you everyone that is playing not only on YouTube but on Instagram as well. I will tell you what the pictures are going to be. I know you can't see them, and like I said, I will bring them in towards the end. So they are of a concert that my husband and I went to. We went to see Liz Phair, who was pretty popular in maybe the 90s, 80s, 90s. And these three pictures are from the opening act, and I'm not sure, I'll have to go online to see if I can find out who the opening act was, but they were very good. We were very impressed. And so I always like using sketches that have like 3 pictures like this, because instead of having to make like a 2-page layout with a couple of pictures, you can document that story with the 3 pictures all on 1 page. In the sketch, Carina does have some hearts, and I did have some cut-aparts from this collection. So after I get these all glued down, I'll go looking for my hearts, and I think I had those 3. I will also pull out a circle that was part of the cut-aparts that has a heart on it. At first I thought I could, put hearts. There's 3 clusters kind of with hearts, and because I only had these 3 hearts, I do kind of spread them apart, 1 in each cluster, and there you can see that one has the circle. And then these Ellie Studio stickers are just my favorite. They're puffy stickers. They come in a bunch of different colors, and there's my title, The Gift of Music. You can see my colorful photos here, which I'm just in love with. But I will, and my daughter calls me, so my video cuts out, and then I'll get my photos arranged a little bit different, because I didn't want to cover anything up with my title there. So that one picture does well on the bottom, because we can overlap a little bit of that empty space. They actually all line up very well with how they get overlapped. So I'll take my ATG adhesive to glue those, and I know they kind of look like they want to warp their glossy photos, and so I put some of that ATG on each side of the photo there, so that it'll hold it down nice and safe, so it doesn't buckle. Those couple half of hexagons just gave me the biggest fit, I think, because I was just trying to cover it so that you could only see what I wanted you to see. That little bit peeking out, and so that it makes sense. So there we go. That's the title, The Gift of Music, and then I place my hearts around. Oh, this was bothering me because it was not straight, and you can tell, with the stripe going through the octagon behind it, I wanted it to match up. I'm going to use this heart that says wow, and I believe I tilted a little bit. Oh, yep. To sit in that spot up there. I tilt this one a little bit to go on the bottom there, and I do my cluster there, and I do believe I get a white puffy heart sticker to go in the cluster, into that, on top of that wow, since it's black. I wanted the white heart to show up. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me through the end of this video. I hope you have a fabulous day, and please come back and see me again soon.